investors and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, J. Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. J. Gonzalez.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats. Laguna Madre Baits, 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, J. Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. J. Gonzalez.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
close.
We are this close.
Upon wanting
to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We are this close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
ever again.
This close. We are this close to ending polio.
All we need is you.
This close.
If we donate now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's in Harlingen.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, J. Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. J. Gonzalez.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Real Sports Live, located here in San Perlita in Willacy County, as we have to today on this Saturday morning basketball as the season begins. We're having San Perlita is taking place at their home turf, going up against our rival team, the Lyford Lady Bulldogs. As both teams right now are warming up, as we have like 1 minute till launch till we decide to see who will be victorious after this game. I also want to mention as well that Lyford had played Brownsville on Tuesday. It was a really close game, which led to overtime as both teams were going back and forth on the points. Unfortunately, Lyford fell short for that victory. Let's see if they could get that W today. And also, from what I heard from San Perlita, that they had a game as well on Tuesday, and they played against Monte Alto. They were victorious on that game. So in this game, San Perlita would be going like 1-0, and Lyford right now would be starting 0-1. And the season's barely beginning, and it could all change from a moment of time. We're just going to have to find out. And right now we have 50 seconds on the clock, and both teams are headed to their bench to sit down as the time's almost about to run out as we're about to start off this game. As you can see, there's nobody in the stands. We have no fans here in this building besides the people that are going to play basketball, including the referees, including myself and my camera person. And by the way, my name's Eddie, and I also want to thank our local sponsors as well for sponsoring Real Sports Live. And we have about 10 seconds till we start off this game. And starting off, representing Lyford, we're about to find out soon, And it is time for the game right now, as both teams are in the huddle trying to set up the game plan to how to start this game off. As you have Coach T representing the Lyford Lady Bulldogs, and you have Coach Marco representing the Lady Trojans for San Perlita. As we're going to start off with the tip-off. And representing the Lady Trojans, as you have there in the court, you have number 1 Summer Terry, and you have number 10 Jasmine Rodriguez for San Perlita, and then you have number 32 Racy Nieto. As we're starting off the ball game right now, Lyford has the ball, gives it to Damaris Bermudez as she's dribbling the ball, passes it to number 11, launches it up in the air. It is no good. Puts it back up, still no good, as one of the players fell down. And they'll give the ball to the Lady Trojans, as they weren't able to make anything with that possession from Lyford. And as the Trojans are passing the ball, they haven't really dribbled so far. Lyford gets it back. Number 10 with the ball, with the layup, and makes it in for the point. So it'll be 2-0. And once again, Damaris Bermudez has the ball, goes for the layup, and makes it in for another point, which is a total of a 4-point league. Lyford playing good defense right now. So far, they're full pressing. Gives it to. So far, San Perlita hasn't been able to take the ball halfway to the court. So far, they've been having a hard time trying to take it halfway. And right now, everybody's all over the place as they're passing it back to the point guard, trying to set up the game plan for San Perlita. So far, Lyford's applying pressure, and then that was picked off by Alyssa. Goes for the layup, no good. Damaris Bermudez trying to get that rebound. And it'll be a travel from Lyford, so San Perlita will get the ball back. And this is Real Sports Live. This is Eddie on the Saturday morning basketball game. As San Perlita gets the ball back, that would be number 2 right now. Danielle Ramos dribbling the ball, trying to see if she could find an open person. Can't find anybody. Lyford applying pressure, and that will be a travel by San Perlita, so Lyford gets the ball back. Damaris Bermudez, number 5, the starting point guard, the junior, and picked off by San Perlita, and it was almost stolen by Lyford by number 3. And San Perlita gets the ball back as they're trying to find the open person to get that open shot, and blocked and picked off by number 10 from Lyford, Manly Bettis, as they find the open person with the layup, and it is good. That would be number 1, Alyssa Garcia, and it would be a 6-point game. As San Perlita gets the ball back, passing it to number 1, Summer Terry, as he passes it to number 10. Almost get picked off again, and that would be a travel. Lyford gets the ball back. Number 10 as the point guard for Lyford. That would be Manly Bettis. No, trying to find the open lane, passes it to their player, does not make it in. San Perlita gets the ball back, goes to the corner, and that would be taken back, goes out of bounds. As Lyford taking possession of this ball game, trying to find the open person, nobody there, and the ball doesn't go in. And San Perlita gets the ball back. They're trying to set up the play instead of it going haywire, trying to find an open person. Finds the open person in the middle, tries to find the person close to the basket. Up to shoot, and it's good for the first point of the game for San Perlita, and that would be 2 points right there. As they're alternating the players, as number 21 from Lyford, Destiny Gonzalez is coming into the game, who's a junior. Passes it to number 10 from the other side. Gets tipped. Picked off from number 5. Dominique Bermudez trying to find the open person. Passes it to number 3. And it's good for another point for Lyford. And it would be 8-2 Lyford taking possession of this game. So far, whatever they're doing is working right now, and they just have to continue applying the pressure. San Perlita needs to find a routine to where they could be able to make those shots go in. And gets picked off again, once again, by number 1, trying to find the open lane for the layup. No good. Rebound by number 12. And what a good rebound play by number 21, as she just barely was able to go in, and she gets a point for Lyford Lady Bulldogs. And that would be Destiny Gonzalez as she's headed towards the line. It was not only a shot, but it was also a foul. And she gets, and I think it'll just be one shot only. And it is good. Nothing but net right there. 10 points Lyford. San Perlita only 2 points. And it'll be going back to San Perlita. Passing it to number 2. It's Danielle Ramos. As she got stuck, as she stopped her dribble. Goes for the shot, and it is good. So far, they've been shooting the shots, and they've been going in so far. I think what San Perlita just needs to work on so far is just trying to get the ball from the other side. And that was a great block by number 10 from San Perlita, Jasmine Rodriguez. And Lyford taking it back. Passes it to Alyssa. And once again, Destiny trying to go for that rebound, trying to go for that shot. 2 attempts, no good. And once again for that rebound, does it go inside? Nope, it is no good. As San Perlita was able to get the ball back. And what a great layup from the Lady Trojans. Dominique Bermuda trying to look for an open person, and it is no good. It goes out of bounds. As they alternate their players from the Lady Trojans, as the alternates are coming to the game just barely of today. Goes to the side. They're stuck. We're able to get the ball back, trying to attempt that shot, but it was no good. Damis Bermudez taking the ball, looking for the open space, goes inside. It is no good. Gets the ball back, and it is no good right there. Trying to find the open person, and it is picked off by Lyford. Trying to find the open lane, and it is no good. As Damis Bermudez was trying to go for that layup, and too much on that calculation right there. And they pass it to number 2 as he aims for that three-point shot. Does not go in. Passes it to number 10 as she launches that ball, and it is no good. Lyford trying to set up the ball, trying to make sure everything is lined up correctly, and passes it to number 20, wide open, and there was too much power on that ball where it goes out of bounds. And we have 40 seconds till the end of the first quarter. Right now, Lyford's leading 4 points. Lady Trojans are trailing. They have 7 points. And once again, this is Real Sports Live at Perlita on this Saturday morning. As we're as basketball is back and barely beginning. And the ball will go towards Perlita. I guess there's a little bit of confusion right there in the court as they don't know what's going on. Trying to find the open person. It gets picked up by number 2 from Lyford. Selena Martinez finds the open person, goes for the layup, and gets fouled. And that'll be enough for the line for 2 points. And that would be number 10, Maylee Bettis, as she's going to shoot for 2 points. And that would be 1 point. As she has another one. Let's see if she'll make this one. And it is no good. As Perlita takes the ball back. Oh, and it's a backcourt violation as she was able to step. She was in between in the middle of the court, and then she went a little bit back, and that was enough for a full court violation, or backcourt violation. My bad. As Lyford gets the ball back, number 10 trying to look for the open person, passes it to number 20. Goes to the side, and that'll be the end of the first quarter as Lyford was able to get some points on this game, and Perlita was a little bit behind but was able to come back for 7 points as we go on to the next quarter as both teams are in the huddle trying to set up the game plan to make some adjustments, and we'll be back with more action on Real Sports Live. This is Eddie.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, Jay Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. Jay Gonzalez.
back on Real Sports Live for a little commercial break as we're going to start off the second quarter of the game. Once again, this is Real Sports Live. This is Eddie on this Saturday morning as we're beginning the basketball season with some lady basketball as we are located at the Willacy County area at San Perlita's high school gym. And as Lyford taking possession of this game, gets the ball back as they are passing the ball, goes for that three, nobody home, and gets that rebound, and that point is good for 2. And I believe there's a foul on the court. As the ball will be Assembly will take possession of the ball, and that would be a travel right there. A little pivot right there. That was enough for a travel. It really didn't look like much, but it was enough for a foul right there as Lyford gets the ball back. Number 5, the point guard, Damis Bermudez, trying to set up the play. Giving it to number 10. Oh, and gets picked off by number 10 from San Perlita, looking for the open lane. Gets fouled in the process and the ball does not go in, but it was enough for the foul. As she goes up to the line to shoot 2. Let's see if she makes these shots. And it would be number 10, Jasmine Rodriguez, as she was able to make 1 point for her team. And let's see if she makes this other one. And it is no good. Rebounded by Lyford as they're trying to fight for that ball. It goes out of bounds, and it'll still be Lyford's ball right there. And if you barely noticed as you were watching this game, if you noticed that there's nobody at the stands as they go up for the open lane and gets blocked and gets picked up by San Perlita. Finds the open person, and it is good. San Perlita catching up a little bit, making it a 4-point game. Lyford needs to stay focused and needs to continue focusing on the play, and that would be I believe a charge right there, and San Perlita will get the ball back. Like I was saying, if you're barely tuning in, if you notice there's hardly anyone in the stands, it is because of the COVID regulations on Willacy County. It is not just with San Perlita, but it's also with Lyford, Raymondville, and anybody like close to the area where nobody could watch the game. Where if you want to watch the game, you would have to watch it on Real Sports Live on YouTube. We're located on Facebook and also on the Real Sports Live website. You could even watch it even right after it's live on YouTube. And we also want to thank our local sponsors as well. As Lyford gets the ball back, looking for the open person, goes for the 3. Too much air on that ball, goes over the net. San Perlita gets the ball, goes for that layup, nobody home, and goes out of bounds. And that would also be a travel as well, as the Lady Trojans are substituting players, or just one player. That would be number 1 coming in for the Lady Trojans. That would be Summer Terry. Lyford getting the ball back, trying to set up the play, finds the open person, goes for that teardrop, and falls short. And Lyford gets the ball back as San Perlita was trying to pass it right away. Number 23 open right there for the ball, but gets tipped. Lyford gets the ball back. As Damis Bermudez trying to look for the open person, she does, and the ball goes in, and what a great play right there. And then it's picked off again by Damis Bermudez, looks for the open lane, and it is good for another 2-point conversion. and they would have 16 points on the board, making it a 6-point game as Lyford's still leading and San Pedrito's still trailing. As it was also enough to draw the foul as well. Oh, my bad. It was 18 points by Lyford. And is it good? No. She was able to go back to the line to get like a 1-point shot, but it did not go in. But Lyford still gets the ball back to make another attempt for another point, as Lyford was able to substitute their player. Number 12 was barely coming in. Passes it to number 3, passes it to Emmy. She goes for that 3-point shot, does not go in. Alyssa gets the rebound and was able to get that shot. That was Alyssa Garcia, and she was able to get that rebound and able to get that shot in. And picked off again by Lyford, picked up by Damis Bermudez, goes for the open lane, goes for that layup, and gets fouled in the process, and that'll be enough to go back to the line for 2 points, for 2 shots. She's trying to focus to see if she makes that shot, and she does. It goes in. As they're substituting the players, as number 11, Sabri Ramos, coming to the line, and number 20 is going back to the court. That would be Clarissa Salazar. I believe number 11 for Lyford, Sabri Romo, had a good play while she was last in there, as Dominique was able to make that good pass to her, and she was able to make that shot for the team. As Lyford now has 21 points, Lady Trojans have 10 points. As you thought, once you thought San Pedrito was almost about to catch up, Lyford comes back with more points, making it harder for San Pedrito to make this a game. As Lyford takes the ball back, passes it to Emmy, and it goes out of bounds as Lyford still gets the ball back. Emily Gonzalez finds the open lane, goes for that teardrop, goes in and out. San Pedrito gets the ball back, just pass into the open person. So far, the layup game has been working for them, as they just get the rebounds and they just find the open person to the other side where they have somebody already ready. So far, it's been working for them. Lyford trying to continue on their strengths, continue being a little bit more organized, trying to stick to the play, stick to the game plan. And so far, they're also it's also showing as well, as they were able to make that point. San Pedrito just launching the ball, hoping to find somebody in there, and it's always getting picked off. And Emily Gonzalez passes it to Salazar, and Salazar was able to make that point for her team, making it 2 points. As San Pedrito once again trying to be a little bit organized here, trying to set up the game plan, but so far it's just been full court press, where they just try to, once they get the rebound, hoping that they find somebody in the other side so that way they could go for the layups. I mean, so far their 3 shots have been working, so far their layups have been working, but and that shot was able to go in, as they substitute the players from Lyford, as Destiny Gonzalez is coming into the game, as Alyssa's sitting out to get some energy back. And as Emily Gonzalez taking the ball back, tries to pass it to, I believe, Dominique Bermudez, but it goes out of bounds. And as they substitute the players again, as number 12, Kat Payne is coming back to the bench, as she was able to make some good plays when she was in there, as she was replaced by number 3, or number 13, my bad. And San Pedrito will get the ball back, as Lyford supplying pressure on them the moment that they get the ball, which has been giving San Perlita a really hard time. That's why they've been having to rely on the full court pass as they're trying to look for the open person. And so far it's been working, but right now Lyford's adjusting to that. And right now Emily dribbling the ball, defended by number 10, looking for the open person. She's in trouble. Passes it to number 13. And trying to pass it to Dominies, but she was in the corner right there, wasn't able to find any room, and it goes out of bounds. And San Perlita gets the ball back, trying to look for the open person and find the open lane, as she was able to use her speed to get there, but it was useless, no good, and gets tripped on the process as well. Lyford taking the ball back. I think the reason why San Perlita is not doing the same thing as Lyford is doing as far as like full court pressing, as far as defensive wise, is because only because they only have because of the lack of players that they have. So it's only smart for them to only just focus on playing a zone instead of playing on man, just so that way they can last through the game. And that will be a foul. And as number 2 going to the line to shoot 2 points. Let's see if she can make them right here. That would be number 23. Astri Nito, as she was. Let's see if she makes the second one, as it is good. I think the first one she did not make it. It was only enough for 1 point only. And there's a timeout, I believe, by Lyford, as we will be back with more action on this Saturday morning lady basketball game. This is Eddie on Real Sports Live after this commercial break.
See the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Right back to the action at San Perlita High School, as we have the Lady Bulldogs going up against the Lady Trojans. As so far Lyford is leading this game, as San Perlita is trailing, as Lyford has 25 points and San Perlita has 14 points. To take the ball from Lyford, as it is picked off by San Perlita, trying to find a person right away to pass the ball. So far, this has been their game plan all day, and it has worked. But I think Lyford's picking up on it, and so far they've just been applying pressure. And so far, Lyford has this game figured out. And so far, Lyford has been taking it pretty chill. So far, Lyford has been is going with the game plan by setting up the play. And I believe we have an injured person on the court, but she's getting up. Or we'll be back with more action on Real Sports Live after this injury timeout. This is Eddie.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close of wanting to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We are this close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
Ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio. All we need is you.
This close.
If we donate now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Back with more action after the injury timeout. Lyford gets the ball back, trying to find the open person. Dominy's going for that three, fakes it, goes for that layup, and it is good for 2 points for Lyford. And they're up 27 points. And Zampolita finds the open person right there close to the basket, and they were able to make 2 points right there. And Lyford trying to pass the ball. Emily with the attempt does not go in, but she was able to draw the foul to go to the line. As Emily's about to shoot for two. Let's see if she makes them. And it goes in and out. No good right there. She has another shot or another try to make another point. As there's a substitution for Lyford, as Destiny's coming out of the game. Number 10 coming back in. That would be Manly Bettis. And that ball was no good by Emily. And Zampolita takes possession of takes possession of the ball and tries to find the open person close to the basket, and the ball was taken off of her hands. And the ball gets picked up once again by Lyford. Tries the Dominy's all open. The shot does not go in for her. Zampolita gets the ball back, looking for the open person already there. And that is good for 2 points right there. So far, that's been working. And Lyford taking the ball back, passing it to number 2, passing it back to the point guard. As they're a little bit in a corner right there, no space to move around. The ball goes out of bounds. And I think it was on that injury timeout. I think the injured player had like a little bit of a, I guess, an ankle sprain or something, but I think she should be fine. And right now, Zampolita is trying to make something happen here by taking the ball back, and I believe there's a foul drawn in the court. As number 2 for Zampolita, Daniela Ramos, about to shoot for 2. Let's see if she makes them. Or I believe she's about to shoot for 1, my bad. And does not go in, goes in and out. And it'll be Lyford's ball. So far, Lyford doesn't have to worry about the full court press, as I believe Zampolita can't afford to play man-on-man full court press defense, as they only have limited of players to where they don't want to tire their players out. And that will be the end of the second quarter, as we are going to start halftime, as Zampolita we're catching up by a little bit. Lyford still has the lead, 27 points. Zampolita has 18 points. If you're just really tuning in, this is Real Sports Live on this Saturday morning basketball, as we're starting the season off, as Zampolita had won their last game against Moteato. There would be 1-0, as Lyford on Tuesday played against Brownsville, as they lost that game, so they're 0-1. let's see if the records will change. As you notice, there's nobody in the stands here in the San Perlita High School gym. With the COVID regulations and the COVID rules, there can't be anybody watching the game physically. Only the people that are refereeing the game and only the players themselves and also the staff members. But as far as family members trying to watch their kids play, they cannot be able to do that. If you want to be able to see your kids play in action, especially at the comfort of your own home, watch Real Sports Live, as we are in the Real Sports Live website. We're also on YouTube. We're also on Facebook. And even if you missed the action, if you're late, you could always watch it again on YouTube. And so, yes, it's not just only in San Perlita. It is also in the Wilkes County area, in Lyford, Raymondville, and also La Sada, I believe. And the season just began just last week, as the end of volleyball season came to an end, and we are starting off the basketball season already. As right now it is halftime, as both teams are going to the locker rooms to make some adjustments right here. Let's see what will end up happening. Let's see if Lyford will still continue leading this ball game and continue doing what they're doing, or maybe make something better happen as they come back. Let's see if San Perlita could find a way to where they can make some adjustments and try to steal this one from Lyford and remain undefeated 2-0. Let's see if Lyford could get their first game this season. And we'll be back with more action on Real Sports Live. This is Eddie, and from our local sponsors, we'll be back.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarras, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Hello, we're back with Real Sports Live as we only have 1 minute till we get back for the second half. Right now, Lyford has the lead, 27 points. San Pelita has 18 points. And we also want to thank our local sponsors for sponsoring Real Sports Live. If it wasn't for them, we would not be here. We want to thank Experience HCISD. We would like to thank Laguna Madre Baits. That would be in Ports Mansfield, as they sell fishing gear and all that good stuff. And we also want to thank the concession stand as well for sponsoring Real Sports Live, as they sell a lot of good snacks. It's a really good place to be at, to hang out and to enjoy some sweets and all that great stuff. And we also want to thank Jay Gonzalez Insurance. We also want to thank them for sponsoring Real Sports Live. And just on the first half, it began when San Pelita was taking possession of the ball, as they were having a difficult time trying to take the ball into their side. And it was always getting picked off by Lyford, as Lyford was applying a lot of pressure on them, because what San Pelita needs to do is find a way to where they can be a little bit more organized. But so far, they've been able to find their strengths, and they've been able to find ways that they could be able to earn points. And right now, we begin with the action again, as so far it's going back and forth with the possession of the ball. Lyford has the ball right now. That would be number 10 as the point guard. As number 10 gets the ball back, goes for that three, and not enough right there. Not enough air. And the ball goes out of bounds. As Damaris Bermudez going, trying to find the open person. Passes it to Emily Gonzalez. Passes it to number 10. Maylee Bettis tries to go for that ball. Does not go inside. Tries to find the open person. And Damaris Bermudez and number 11 for San Pelita. Elisa Nieto trying to fight for that ball, as Nieto was able to get that ball back. And Lyford coming back with the possession of the ball, trying to set up the game plan right here. She didn't find nobody open. Goes for that shot, and it is good right there. That was Damaris Bermudez with that three-shot. Hits the backboard, hits that square, and goes inside. And it would be 30 points on the board right there. And number 11 also tries going for a three. Nobody home. And right away, as Damaris Bermudez was bringing the ball back, trying to look for the open person, and the ball was no good. As Trojans trying to pass it to the open person to see if they could find an open lane. It goes out of bounds. Lyford gets the ball back. Passes it to Bettis. Pettis passes it back to the point guard, as as Lyford is trying to focus on the game plan, trying to focus on what they've been focusing on practice. Finds the open person, goes way up in the air, and air ball. And San Pelita gets the ball back and goes out of bounds with that sloppy pass right there. And it is actually San Pelita's ball. I was actually surprised right there. I actually thought San Pelita, that ball went out of bounds by San Pelita, but it's whatever. As Damaris Bermudez trying to score quickly, as she was trying to pass it to I believe Alyssa Garcia, but wasn't there on time to calculate that ball to go there on time. San Pelita gets the ball, passes it to the point guard, number 11, trying to look for the open person, gets in trouble, goes almost out of bounds, and that was a little bit of a travel right there. That was a travel, and Lyford gets the ball back. Damaris Bermudez trying to bring their players inside, as there wasn't anybody available, so that way she could take the ball in. As Lyford gets the ball back, as Dami Bermudez trying to look for the open person, pass it to Emily Gonzalez for that three. Too much power on that shot, goes over the net, and Sampolita gets the ball back. And once again, Lyford applying pressure. So far, it's been working so far. What Sampolita has been trying to do is just trying to pass it from all the way across. Lyford and gets picked up by Alyssa Garcia. Goes for that easy layup, goes inside, and good for those 2 points. Yeah, Lyford already knows Sampolita's weakness, and so far it's just that Sampolita has so far just been having a hard time trying to bring the ball in to where they've just been having to rely on those long passes, kind of like a quarterback trying to look for those Hail Marys. Like I said, so far it's been working, but after time, there comes a time where, you just have to try different things. And Dami Bermudez trying to go for that layup and gets fouled in the process and goes to the line for 2. Number 5, Dami Bermudez, the junior, as that ball was not able to go in. It hit the back of the rim. She's going to go for another shot attempt to see if she makes this one, and it is in. Swish right there for 33 points on the board. And once again picked off by Damides and goes for that layup. No good. Lady Trojans passing the ball, goes upwards. Just playing hot potato right here. And they do find open person. Finds that 3 shot. I believe that would be a 2-point conversion. I mean a 2-point shot right there. So far they've been attempting those long shots, and they actually have been going in ever since the start of the game. It's just that they just failed to work the game plan that they've had in practice. I mean, and it goes in and by Lyford, and I believe that would count as a 2-point play, and at the same time would be a foul, and that would be Alyssa Garcia that went for that shot and that was able to go inside and goes for the 1-point shot. And Destiny gets that rebound, tips it back in there, and it is good for 2 points, making it a 37-point game. And Sampolita has 20 points. And as Sampolita stopped their dribble, as they get stuck, no choice, and they were able to get, and there's a foul on the court. I believe it's not enough to get to the free throw line, but Sampolita does get the ball back. Lyford substituting their players as Emily Gonzalez coming back to the bench. And so far she's been doing good today. And number 15 coming in would be Alyssa Cortez, replacing Emily Gonzalez. And Sampolita was able to get that shot inside. Damides Bermudez trying to look for the substitute, trying to go for that 3, no good. Gets tipped. And number 2 taking the ball inside, stops her dribble, passes it to anybody that's open. Destiny getting that rebound, passing it to the point guard, Damides. Trying to calm the game down by just looking for those open lanes as she tries to. Does not get fouled right there, but gets the ball back. Attempting it again, goes in and out. I actually thought that ball was going in, but it did not. As you have number 2 from Lyford, Selena Martinez, passing the ball inside. Oh, no, it's Dominique Bermudez that's going to be the one passing the ball inside to find the open person to set up this series. Finds a person open for that layup. And Destiny gets that rebound and once again tips it back inside for 2 points. And San Perlita having trouble once again trying to make a play happen. And they get picked off once again by Lyford. Passes it to number 23, Salazar. The ball goes in and out. And right away, San Perlita tries to find the open person from the other side of the court. Gets stuffed right there by number 20 by Salazar. And that was a great block right there, but San Perlita will get the ball back. Salazar with that stuff. And swish. That would be 2 points right there by number 11 for San Perlita. That would be Alyssa Nito. And Lyford bringing it back. Stuck trying to find somebody open. It gets picked off by number 2, Daniela Ramos, trying to find the open person. And that layup would be no good, but gets enough for the foul to go to the free throw line. As she's about to make 2 points. About to go for those 2 shots. Let's see if she'll make them. And it is no good as Lyford substituting 2 of their players from the bench as 2 of the players from the game are coming out. And Destiny's coming out and number 15, Alyssa Cortez coming out of the game. Getting replaced by number 10, number 22, Maylee Bettis and Paleo coming in the game, trying to find Dominique's open. She's going for that underhook. No good right there. Going for that rebound, going for another rebound. And it's enough for the point. That would be number 22, Paloa, using her size advantage to make that point go in. And Lyford will get 41 points right there. Making it a 17-point game. We have like about 1 minute till the end of the third quarter. As you have Jasmine Rodriguez trying to look for the open person, as she was able to pass that ball from the out of bounds line. And for the first time in a long time, Dominique goes to the bench, gets substituted by Emily Gonzalez. As so far, Dominique Bermudez has been leading the tempo of this game for Lyford as she's the point guard. And once again, San Perlita gets the ball. Number 11 tries to aim for that side shot. Doesn't go in. Lyford gets the ball back. Tries to pass it to Salazar. Gets blocked and gets fouled. And goes to the free throw line. She's going to have 2 shots right here, 2 opportunities. Goes in and out. And I want to be quite honest with you so far. Everything has been working good for Lyford except for the free shots. As she lost that ball right there. She gets another opportunity for another shot. This will be her last one. And does not go in, but gets rebounded by number 22. And it is good for another 2 points. Once again, that would be Paloa using her size advantage to get that point. I was even surprised she didn't dunk that ball. And she goes for a free throw, but wasn't able to go inside and gets rebounded by Salazar, and she was able to make another 2 points for her team, making it 45 points. And Lady Trojans try to look for the open lane. Doesn't go inside, gets rebounded by Lyford. Selena Martinez bringing the ball inside as the point guard. Trying to shoot it, nobody home, doesn't go in there, and gets rebounded by San Perlita and draws the foul. As they're passing the ball for San Perlita, just launches it up in the air. It is no good, trying to aim for that three, but it was too narrow. And Lyford goes for that three, goes in and out, and that would be Manly Bettis. And that will be the end of the third quarter as we began the fourth quarter momentarily, as once again Lyford leading this game, as Lyford has 45 points, the Lady Bulldogs have 45, and the Lady Trojans from San Perlita has 24 points, as this ball game is taking place at San Perlita High School gym at this beautiful Saturday morning. We'll be back with more action to you on Real Sports Live. Or actually, we'll stay here. We only have 33 seconds. So far, Lyford has been just playing it smart, going by what they've been practicing at home, and so far it's been working. And I think what's been working for them is them applying the pressure since the very beginning of this ball game, knowing that San Perlita cannot really do much if they have so much pressure on themselves. And so far what San Perlita has been relying on is just trying to passing it from this other side of the court to the other side of the court, passing it zigzag, just playing hot potato. And so far they've gone they've been able to get their shots have been going in, and so far their layups have also been going in as well when they've attempted to make those shots. It's just that they have to set up the tempo, they have to get organized just like how Lyford is, and we'll see what happens. And this is like the last quarter. Trojans won the last game against Monte Alto. They're 1-0. Lyford, it was a close game on Tuesday from Lyford as they took it to overtime, fell short. They're 0-2 now. 0-1. And let's see if they'll go 1-1. And let's see if San Perlita remains undefeated, going 2-0. And as Damis Bermudez bringing the ball, looking for the open person, passes it to number 10, aims for that shot, does not go in there. And gets the rebound, passes it to Damis, passes it to number again once again, aiming for that three-point shot, does not go in there. So far, the 3 points have not been working for Lyford, as they need to continue drawing those fouls, continue going for those layups. So far, as Damis gets the ball back, as she steals one, trying to look for the open lane, and gets enough for that layup right there, gets 2 points for her team. And so far, Lyford has been getting, and I think that's the problem for San Perlita. They're getting the ball stolen from them time and time again, and it's getting Lyford more points on the board. And giving it to Emily Gonzalez, going to the side, trying to find that lane, trying to look for the open person, gets blocked and gets stolen. But Lyford gets the ball back, and they draw the foul. Enough to go to the free throw line, and it'll be Maylee Bettis going for to attempt to take 2 shots. So far, she's been having a good game as well today for Lyford. As as her and Emily Gonzalez have been trying to hit those threes, but so far they just haven't been going in. But so far they've been going for those layups, and they've been aiming for the middle, and so far it's been working. So I guess they need to continue with that. Just trying to mix it up a little bit as number 10 was able to make that last shot right there, making it 48 points. Samplita has 24 points. As Samplita gets the ball back, as I'm really noticing that Lyford is not applying pressure. I guess they really don't need to now, just to kind of basically just try to run some clock. And finally, I'm seeing Samplita finally running the game plan, trying to run the play, and tries to go for that three, goes for another three, and it is good right there. So far, number 11 has been on a roll with those long-range shots right there, and that will be 27 points for Samplita. As Damis Bermudez, the point guard, passing it to number 10, to Bettis, but I believe the ball goes out of bounds. I honestly thought there was an injured player, but nothing serious. There wasn't really an injury. It was just a person that fell down. As they were supposed to substitute the player, and they finally did. Bettis coming out of the game, as so far she did really well, and Lead Payne going back in there to the game to replace Bettis. And they're also going to substitute players for Samplita, as number 23. Nieto's coming in there back into the game. And Damis Bermudez looking for the person that substituted, passes back to Damis, going for that three. Way off right there. Too much calculation on that three throw, no good. As Samplita takes the ball back. Number 11 with that last, those 3 points have been going in so far, but that one did not go in just right now. As Lyford takes the ball back, Dami's finding that open lane. The ball does not go in, gets rebounded by Emily. The ball does not go in. Samplita gets the ball, the rebound, passes it to number 23 for that layup and gets fouled. And that would be number 23, Aracia Nieto, trying to going for that shot, but was no good, and gets enough for that foul for those free throws, and was able to make it enough for 1 point. As Samplita has a total of 28 points on the board, making it a 20-point game. And let's see if she'll make this one. And she does not, goes in and out. Bounces on the rim as Lyford passes it, trying to find the open person, number 14, with that shot, and that would be Alyssa, as she uses her size advantage to get that ball in there, and it was good. As right now, Lyford has 50 points, as Samplita has 28 points. Into this fourth quarter, we have 4 minutes to go. Once again, if you're barely tuning in, we're at Samplita on this beautiful Saturday morning, as Samplita is hosting this game at the Samplita High School gym, as their visiting team, Lyford Lady Bulldogs. As the Lyford Lady Bulldogs have been leading this game and are still leading this game right now. As number 11 going for those free throws, does not make it in there, but she gets the ball back to go for that shot, gets it again, and was able to get it in there, and enough for the foul. And they get 30 points on the board, and they get one shot. So far, that would be Ilesa Nieto. So far, she's attempted a lot of shots. They've been going inside. She's also the point guard as well for Samplita. as Perlita gets the ball back. As they're scrambling around to get open, passes it to Ramos. Passes it to number 23 to set up the play. Trying to shove their way in there. Gets Nieto draws the foul. Who's the junior? Which this is her junior year, just for the record. Goes for 2 and was able to make that point good. Has another attempt to make. Let's see if she makes this one. And it goes in and out and gets rebounded by Emily Gonzalez. Trying to pass it to Domini's, trying to find another person open, but gets tipped. It goes out of bounds. San Pedro's ball. So far, Lyford's just trying to take it a little bit easy. They're still trying to play good defense, but they're not full court pressing like how they were in the very beginning. As San Pedro just launches it up there, and Lyford trying to gets the rebound, and Damis Bermudez trying to avoid the pressure, trying to find number 12 as she passes it. And number 12 trying to find the open person and gets stuck as the substitutions coming in from the bench, as 4 of them are getting replaced right now. Trying to find Salazar. Salazar struggling right there and gets and that would be considered a travel right there as San Pedro gets the ball back. As Nieto trying to find the open lane gets stopped by a wall of players of Lyford and travels on that play. So Lyford gets the ball back. Emily Gonzalez passing the ball to number 10 as number 10's the point guard. Passes it to Salazar. Tries to launch the ball in there, and it's no good. As number 10 for San Pedro trying to go side to side, trying to get open, trying to find the open person, passes it back again to Nieto. Nieto trying to find an open space, but she can't find it, so she passes it. And it goes out of bounds. So it would be Lyford ball. As Meili Bettis substituting for Damis Bermudez as the point guard. And passes it to Salazar. Gets the ball taken away. Trying to find the open person from the other side of the court. Trying to find the open shot. Trying to fight for that ball, and I believe it'll be a jump ball, but it'll still be San Pedro. And I believe there's a timeout by Lyford Lady Bulldogs. And we have 2 minutes till the end of this quarter, or AKA to the end of this game. We'll be back with more action on Real Sports Live. To our local sponsor, this is Eddie.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Back with the action. It was a real quick timeout. We want to thank South Padre Golf Club for sponsoring Real Sports Live. Go check out their own business if you ever go to South Padre, and if you're into golfing, that would be a good place to go. And right now we're back with the action. Lyford leading this game, 50 points still, and San Perlita has 31 points. As Lyford was the one that called the timeout, just trying to make sure that everybody's where they're supposed to. And we have 2 minutes till the end of this game. As Melee Bettis trying to avoid the players, trying to find that open lane to either pass it or shoot it. And Salazar gets that rebound, and she was able to put it back in there for the 2 points for Lyford. And you have Paleo, number 22, coming back in there, replacing Emily Gonzalez, as I believe Emily Gonzalez is done for the game. And we have 2 minutes till this game is over. As right now, San Perlita gets the ball back, and Lyford had was trying to go for those free throws, but wasn't able to make them. So San Perlita gets the ball back. And as they substitute the players, as Bettis coming back out, and I believe she's done for the game. She did amazing today. And San Perlita trying to get as much points as possible, trying to see if they can make a statement while we have 1 minute till the game is over. And so far, Lyford has done the hard part since the very beginning, and all they have to just basically do is just waste clock. Number 2, Senila Martinez, as the point guard, trying to find the open person, passing it to the post. Number 22, Paloya. And we have like 1 minute. And they're talking it over with the referees. So it's San Perlita's ball on this Saturday morning, as we're beginning the basketball season with the second game for both these teams. As San Perlita is 1-0 and Lyford is 0-1. And that'll probably change right after this 1 minute is over. And Lyford's still trying to get some reps, even though we only have 1 minute. Trying to aim for that shot. Does it go in? It goes in and out. Like what I said before, Lyford has been making points, but as far as their long-range shots, they have not been able to go in. So far, that's been their weaknesses. So far, San Perlita's weakness has been just trying to be relaxed, trying to calmly try to take the ball from their side of the court to the other side from the other side. And as they go for 2 shots, and Nieto wasn't able to make that first one. Let's see if she makes this one. And it is no good. Rebounded, and Nieto gets that ball back, goes for that rebound, and it is good, as she was able to make those 2 points by herself by getting the ball back. And it would be 33 points for San Perlita. Nieto trying to do her very best to get some and passes it to number 12. They're trying to fight as much as they can to put as much points as they can. Before we only have 36 seconds left till the end of this game, and Lyford just find the open person, and air balls goes out of bounds, and San Perlita gets the ball back. And passes it to Salazar. Salazar goes for that jump shot, tries to aim for that backboard, bounces back out. And we'll have 14 seconds left. Trying to go for that 3. Hits the rim, no good. Nieto gets the ball back, passes it to number 23. Aims for that 3. Might as well. And we have 1 second, and it is They stop it at 1.5 seconds, but it is already game over, folks. And that is it. Lyford wins this game on this second game of the season, as Lyford goes 1-1, and San Perlita also goes 1-1. As you notice, both teams did not shake hands. Has to do with the COVID regulations. It was a amazing game today. Lyford was able to go with their game plan by applying a lot of pressure. It worked, and they were able to stick to what they've been practicing. San Perlita made a lot of good plays today, and they were able to go for those long-range shots, and they were able to go inside. We want to thank you for joining us on Real Sports Live. If you missed the action, you could always watch us on YouTube. You could watch us on realsportslive.com. You can watch us on Facebook, and also watch the replays and also the highlights as well. We want to thank you for joining us, and also join us for more basketball, as basketball season's really coming in. We want to thank you for our local sponsors as well. Once again, this is Eddie, and have a great Saturday, and catch you guys later. This is Real Sports Life.